Now, the crucial second phase of the interstate border talks between Assam and Meghalaya began today with chief ministers of both states meeting in Guwahati. Now, the meeting between the Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma and his Meghalaya counterpart Conrad Sangma lasted for around an hour. Now, both states resolved to notify 3 regional committees each within the next 15 days, following which the site visits and public consultation will begin. Now, considering that the second phase of dispute is being viewed as a tad complicated, chief ministers of both states have decided to personally visit certain disputed areas like Block 1 and Block 2 for confidence building measures. Moreover, since at least 3 out of the 6 areas of dispute fall under Karbi Anglong, representatives of Assam's Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council will also be members of the regional committees. Well, let's listen in to what the Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma had to say after the meeting with his Meghalaya counterpart.
Today, Honorable CM Meghalaya visited Guwahati. We have taken a decision that now we'll start work on the remaining 6 disputed sites. Basically, from Meghalaya angle or from the Meghalaya side, these 6 disputed sites is in 3 districts. That is in the 3 districts of Meghalaya. So, like last time, we have decided to create 3 regional committee, which will be headed by a cabinet minister from Assam for the Assam Regional Committee, and from Meghalaya, 1 cabinet minister against 1 district or 1 regional committee, and that committee will be notified by the government of Meghalaya. Within 15 days, government of Assam will notify our 3 regional committee, and of course, government of Meghalaya will also notify the regional committees of their side within next 15 days.
Chief Minister Sharma added that following notification of the committees, chairmen of panels will visit the disputed areas and hold consultations with the people.
Once the committee is notified, committees are notified, the chairman of both the committees will meet, they will visit, they will talk to the people, they will try to resolve the dispute according to the spirit or according to the broader parameter which we have laid down in the at the time of deciding the dispute of the first phase. So I hope and pray that like first phase, second phase will also be smooth. Second phase will see some kind of resolution between the 2 states. And of course, whenever required, whenever necessary, the Chief Minister of both the state will continue to meet, and if some guidance is required to be given to the regional committee, will keep on giving.
Meanwhile, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma also named the areas of dispute, which are Xiar, Khanduli, Block 1, Block 2, Bordwar, Martwar and Langpi.
We also today have discussed and decided that the process of finding a final resolution and completion of this entire border dispute should continue now. And with that in mind, we have decided that the second phase of discussion on the 6 areas of differences which are left, namely Pisyar, Khanduli, Block 1, Block 2, Bordwar, Mautwar and Langpi area. These 6 areas of differences will be taken up in the second phase. We have decided today in this meeting that within the next 15 days, these 2 state governments will form regional committees for the 3 areas, which is 3 districts. And in this, the respective cabinet ministers.
Well, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma hoped that the process of consultation with the public will be completed in a reasonable period of time. Now, Sangma also focused on confidence-building measures.
Once the committees are formed, then accordingly site visits, public consultations with stakeholders will start, and we hope that the process will move forward, and in a reasonable time we should be able to complete the process for the next 6 locations also. We have also decided that as a goodwill gesture and a public confidence building measure, the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam and myself will be making visits to certain important locations like Block 1 and Block 2 in order to give the confidence to the people that both the state governments are committed and are serious to find a permanent solution to this very, very long pending issue of border dispute between the 2 states.
And to shed more light on this very crucial development, I am joined by our Chief of Bureau, Arindam Das. Arindam, welcome to the broadcast. Well, first of all, you were just outside the Janata Bhavan yourself. Tell us a little bit about the takeaways from that very crucial meeting.
Yes, Aaron, some of the key takeaways of this meeting was that the second phase of the border dispute settlement is complicated. That has been admitted by both the chief ministers. It's not as easy as the first phase, where settlement has been reached upon 6 disputed sites. Assam and Meghalaya shares 884 kilometers stretch of border, and there were 12 disputed sites. So out of the 12 disputed sites, we have already seen 6 disputed sites settlement has been reached upon, and it came in a very early time. But the second phase, what we have come to know from both the chief minister is that time frame is not the focus of the second phase. It is how to amicably solve the border dispute between both the states is the main focus, and this will be done taking into confidence people of both the states, as has been stated by both the chief ministers. So as a part of confidence building measure, both the chief ministers will be visiting the disputed sites. There will be joint visit by both the chief ministers to the disputed sites, because we have been told that some of these disputed sites are hotly contested. That is, the settlement might take a longer time. But yes, what Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma at the end of the PC have told us that yes, we are not setting at any time frame, but as expected, it might not happen in that time frame, but it might take 2 or 3 months extra time. So we can also see that both the chief ministers are right now focusing on amicably solving both the border dispute between both the states. So apart from that, regional committees will be formed, 3 committees from both the sides. The 3 committees will first visit 3 disputed sites, and they will submit a report, and after that the same 3 regional committees will be visiting the other 3 disputed sites and will be filing a report on it, taking into confidence all the stakeholders who are involved in this border dispute, that is the people dwelling along the border. So that is some of the key takeaways of this meeting between Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma and Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma in this crucial meet, which was held at the Chief Minister's block in Assam Secretariat today.
Yes, Arindam, you know what, I want to dwell a little bit on the remaining 6 areas because they are complicated. So, in your opinion, what mechanism should the government of the 2 states adopt so to avoid future dispute that we saw, at least in the case of Meghalaya, we saw people thronging to the secretariat and, you know, to protest because they weren't really happy with the government's decision. What are your thoughts?
You see, first of all, both the states will take into consideration the maps which is there with the central government agencies, that is the Surveyor General of India or other such agencies. And apart from that, both the chief ministers and the regional committees will be jointly visiting the disputed sites, so that the people dwelling in the borders can be taken in confidence. So their opinion will be taken. It is as we have seen that in the first phase we have seen it was a give and take. Certain areas Assam had to concede, certain areas Meghalaya had to concede. which of course raise certain political turbulence also in the state of Meghalaya. We have seen opposition from one person, that is particularly former Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Conrad Sangma. But despite that, we can say that the first round of talks, the settlement has been made and it is final. So the second phase, the remaining 6 disputed sites, there will be a final settlement that is going to come up in this crucial second round of border settlement talks that's going on between both the states.
Our Chief of Bureau, Arindam Das, we will leave it at that for now. Thank you so much for all your inputs.